I'm going to attempt to do meals of the week. Hardly ever do the whole week, but went to the food bank today. So I'm going to be using food from the food bank. And I've got to go to the community pantry tomorrow. I feel a bit cheeky going to the community pantry when it's the food bank today, but I had to go to the food bank. And if I don't go to the community pantry today, I'll lose my place, because if you don't go for 8 weeks, you lose your place. But the community pantry is not £5 anymore, it's now £7.50. I haven't been going the last few weeks because I've been sorting out this nerve damage thing. I haven't been well enough standing in the line all that time. So there'll be community pantry food as well after tomorrow. So I'll show you what I'm doing now. So my mum gave me a butternut squash and an aubergine off her allotment, and at the community pantry I got a courgette, and then I'd grown some peppers. So I mixed it in with some tomato puree I got from the food bank to make ratatouille, and then the corned beef's from the food bank, and the potatoes are from the food bank. I've got some crusty bread from the food bank that I might put with it. So that's tea. Corned beef, ratatouille and potatoes all from the food bank. Hello! It's the next day. Pinky and Jerry have already started on the apples. These are a lot. Alright Jerry, these are allotment pears with apples from the food bank. I've got crumpets and I don't know where they are. Crumpets and pancakes I need using up, so I'm doing them this morning. But Pinky has to be different. She wants the Cocoa Pops from the food bank. They come in a, you know, like a multi-choice thing. So she might end up with a crumpet for dinner then, we'll see. Community pantry, meant for meeting my mum. Thought we had some money, we don't. We get our first universal credit payment in a couple of days, but I put makeup on because I don't want to look like I'm scratching up. So I'm scratching up. I managed to get £5.50 together, but they pour it up on now, aren't they? It's £7.50 now. I might have to do a load of 2p's. Oh! Community pantry, I got 8 quarter pounders, burgers and some Greggs stuff, as well as my other stuff. We missed the queues because I think now kids are back at school, people are coming straight after the school run, so because we come a bit later, we weren't really queue, so it worked out better. But it don't matter, Pink. It'll still be alright, darling. As soon as I walked in the door, they had the Greggs sausage rolls, and the husband's having the Greggs cheese and onion slices. So it's food bank cobs with cheese in, some cucumber and pear for Pinky for dinner, and community pantry carrots, food bank cob with cheese in and cucumber for Bod. I'm going to have 3 little food bank cobs with cheese and cucumber in, and pudgeon and pasta. It's Wednesday, I've got to do play group, and it's on during dinner time, so we're having like a really late breakfast, early dinner. And that's food bank tinned ham and food bank crusty bread and a doorstop sandwich. They're them quarter pounder burgers from the food bank. I'm having it with chips, and the husband made some cobs. Meant to be Welsh beef, does that make a difference as well? Good morning, I'm just doing some laundry before kids wake up. Because who knows if I'll get a chance once they're up. Yeah, I'm glad the husband did the tea last night, because by the time I'd come in from playgroup and drama, all this side of my face, my nerve damage thing had kicked off and it really hurt. But I don't feel too bad now I've woke up. But it was a bit dead discouraging because I've been feeling like myself. And then I just had an attack on it. I was like... So, them burgers from I keep saying food bank, but they weren't. They was from community pantry. Those them burgers, they were nice, but they taste like kebab meat. They're right weird. They are with your Welsh beef. It tastes like kebab. But everybody ate it except for Beanie. Then with my big finger. Yeah, everybody ate them burgers. But by the time we got in bed, I was alright because of my face. The husband was alright because he's not well himself and he'd done tea. So we ended up sitting in bed eating Quality Street and cheeselets, which was meant to be for Christmas. And I didn't take the camera upstairs with me, so I couldn't film it and say to you, look, this is what we're troughing now. Breakfast I'm doing crusty bread that was from the community pantry. I've got some raspberry jam and I've got some blackberry jam that I made. So we've ended up with 2 jars of jam open at the same time, which isn't ideal, but we'll go get a crack on with it. Starts grinning as soon as camera's out. But Jerry's got a mixture of sorry, my camera's doing mixture of raspberry jam. Pudgy's struggling to get rid of this cold, so he's having his breakfast later. I'm doing him eggy bread on that crusty bread with eggs from our chickens. I think Pudgy's going to stay here while we nip out. He's got the husband with him, because he's still not feeling up to it. Quite a late dinner, because it's 10 to 3, so I'm going to do like a tea time thing for dinner, and then we'll have something snack later. We're having fish cakes and chips, and maybe some peas if I've got some. I need to look. I know I've got some peas from community pantry, but I don't know if I've got mushy peas. And you did go for a phase of eating fish cakes. You're not now. Not fish cakes, fish fingers. For tea, it's bacon, onion, peppers, and egg.
Bacon
mixed up. Yeah, bit bacon.
My tea is crackers.
Cucumber and crackers, but we get as your first universal credit payment tomorrow, hopefully. Food bank cereal this morning, but on Jerry's got a bit of yoghurt. He's saying, "Stop the spoon, aren't you?" We have had our first universal credit payment, which is good because the husband's ordered some Tesco food that's going to come later. We're so grateful for food bank and community pantry. It's really made a difference while I've been skint. Really has. Oh, it's Saturday morning. I'm going to do breakfast, but I haven't took my first nerve damage medication yet, and my face is like, so I'm going to have to give in and just take it in a minute, because I was hoping to have it later, so I could have the next 2 later, so I wouldn't be in pain at work. So I've got to work tonight, 6:30 till 11, and normally at home, if it's wearing off, I just go to bed. But I've got to work till 11. So I'm taking them to homeschool meet on park today, going to pack a picnic, and then tonight when I'm at work, the husband's going to get them sweets and chocolate and stuff out, because they're going to have a movie night. Yes. Yes. Meals of the week, I'm really grateful to Food Bank. It's been such a help, but sometimes you end up eating things you don't really fancy, or like you think, oh, we've had too much meat now or whatever, but that's not me calling it, I'm just saying. But it's survival, and it going to Food Bank, and it has helped enormously. Yes, yes, it has helped enormously. I went to work last night. There was a man at the bar, and he was telling me and Carol I work with, that he'd been on an episode of DIY SOS years ago. But he was like, on one episode, and he was like, "Do you recognise me? Do you recognise me? I'm a bit of a celebrity." But then every single person that comes to the bar, he was telling them. So I said to Carol, it must have been the happiest time of his life or something. He bought Carol a drink. She accidentally called herself a quadruple gin, which she ended up paying. And I'd have a J2O. That's non-alcoholic, by the way. Because 1, I'm working, and 2, I'm on medication for nerve damage. And he was, have a proper drink, have a proper drink. I said, I can't, I'm on medication for nerve damage. Oh my God, you're alright, my love. Anyway, it was 25th wedding anniversary, and they'd invited 150 people, so they shed loads of food. But only 40 people showed up. So they said to me and Carol, "Do you want anything?" So that's what I had. I had like an open cob with cheese on it, and a massive slice of lettuce with some cheese, cucumber and tomato on that you rolled up into like a sandwich, which was really nice. And then 2 little cakes. And Carol had like all meaty stuff. She had like a pork pie with egg in it, and what was this she had? Ham cob, beef cob. And then at the end, oops, sorry, that's me in my work outfit. And then at the end, sorry, I'd take some photos for Vinted. at the end they were giving out food, so I took like a little Tupperware tub full of little cakes for kids, which I'm going to let them have later. So I go through Vinted again. That's Carol. Look, look at my hair, it's getting so long. This is Carol after a quadruple gin, look. About 2 seconds after I filmed that, she had to get her puffer out. I said, don't you do dancing again, you'll be on a heap on floor. But she did. So thank you for watching my meals of the week. I'll see you next time, my loves.